The Tommy Boyd Breakfast Show
on Original 106.
One of my ambitions is to get to the end of my life and never see myself on camera drunk.
Really?
Because it must be awful to realise how pathetic you are. How slurred and wobbly and unfunny, but how confident you clearly feel.
You think, yes.
And how glazed-eyed you look, and how slow you are on the uptake, and how you misunderstand things and slur. But luckily, lots of other people have.
For our amusement.
Famous people.
Oh, right, yeah.
Have you ever been captured on camera having it a little bit tiddly?
Never.
This is one of the great drunks, Orson Welles, a man who famously lived his life backwards.
Right.
He started his career making the greatest movie ever made, Citizen Kane, at the age of 26.
Fantastic film.
He finished his life doing voiceovers for products like frozen peas.
Oh, yeah, he did.
And also for promoting a particularly ordinary type of wine in America called Paul Masson.
Oh, I remember that.
And he is seen here. He's obviously been at the product.
For your freebies, possibly.
We know that they're on take 101, so it's been a long afternoon.
Okay.
Orson is sat dressed in a dinner jacket at what is a fake table inside a fake five-star restaurant. Opposite him, an elegant but thoroughly fed up by now, although they're actors, executive young man and his executive young lady. And Orson is just being Orson.
Two, take one. With overlap, action please. Action also please.
Oops.
Just do anything? No, sorry, cut. You're rolling. 102, take two. The French champagne has always been celebrated for its excellence. There's a California champagne by Paul Masson, inspired by that same French excellence. It's fermented in the bottle, and like the best French champagne, it's vintage dated. So Paul Masson. 102, take three. Action, please. The French champagne has always been celebrated for its excellence. There is a California champagne by Paul Masson, inspired by that same French excellence. It's fermented in the bottle, and like the best French champagne, it's vintage dated. So Paul Masson.
It's just terrific the way he... do you know when you're that drunk? I mean, you very rarely imbibe, but in the spirit of the occasion, at weddings and funerals, no doubt, you will take a glass too many.
Yeah.
And are you a stumble bum like that? Because I am, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I start slurring.
The Tommy Boyd Breakfast Show. Back tomorrow morning from 7.
On Original 106.
Everybody wake up! The Tommy Boyd Breakfast Show.
On Original 106.
News breaking from the world of IT. A new website launched this week helps compare price comparison sites. The new site is called confusedbycomparisonsites.com. Was created to help people to quickly ascertain which was the best price comparison website for them. However, the launch of this site has been quickly followed by comparecomparisonsites.com, comparisoncomparer.com and whichcomparisonsite.com, and a number of smaller sites offering the same service. In order to help consumers decide which comparison site was right for them, one internet entrepreneur has launched a new site comparing all the comparison sites. The founder says, "We think we may have discovered a whole new dimension. Compare comparisonsites.com." Online shoppers are urged not to attempt to open the new site if they're at all prone to dizziness, nausea. They say we are also warning people not to enter the site if they have important appointments later in the week. They don't wish to completely forget about. Several consumers have gone on these sites and still been on them 3 days later. Internet users who may be prone to addiction to comparison websites should log on to comparisons at comparisonaddict.com or comparisonaddict.com or addictedtocomparisons.com, or they can choose between all of them on a site which is comparecomparisonaddiction.sites.com, which was also launched this morning.
The Tommy Boyd Breakfast Show. Back tomorrow morning from 7.
On Original 106.
Everybody wake up.
The Tommy Boyd Breakfast Show.
On Original 106.
This just in, there was alarm from civil liberties groups today following a Home Office announcement that British police forces are to be armed with sarcasm.
Right.
Until now, only specially trained officers of the so-called Saki Squad were allowed to patronise members of the public in a satirically demeaning manner. But now these powers are to be extended to all officers. At the Police Training College in Hendon today, police cadets are to practice leaning into motorists' vehicles and saying, "Ooh, we are being particularly cautious today, aren't we? I didn't know Lewis Hamilton drove a Nissan Micra." Police claim they're only responding to the increased use of sarcasm by criminals. Only last week, an escaped prisoner was holding a WPC hostage in a Manchester warehouse and was told that if he gave himself up, he would not be hurt. In a terrifying exchange of satirical bathos, the criminal called out, "Ooh, I really believe you. You are so well known for not beating up escaped prisoners in the back of the van." As police officers responded by shouting through a tannoy, "Ooh, this is such a good plan, holding a woman police officer hostage. Judges always look so favourably on that." Tragically, however, one member of the public was humiliated in the satirical crossfire. During this incident, the police, announcing the new police powers, told reporters that sarcasm would only ever be used as a last resort and in self-defence. Journalists responded by saying, "Ooh, that's definitely going to work, isn't it?
Good one.
We so believe you."
The Tommy Boyd Breakfast Show. Back tomorrow morning from 7.
On Original 106.